Hello Leos, welcome to your weekly reading, guys. So we're gonna do release and receive. I love release and receive readings. I do them for myself all the time. I wouldn't do it daily. Maybe once a week, or then I forget about it and I don't do it for a while. Like, oh, I should do a release and receive because it's kind of good. This is how it can go. There's two ways I find these readings can go. I can find you might be getting some guidance that, okay, maybe you should not focus on this so much. Maybe you should release it. You know, let this go. Could be an aspect of your life. And then the receive is almost always, this is some opportunity coming towards you if you do this release, because you're exchanging energy, right? It's about an energy exchange. If you're all full of this energy that you've been working on and focused on, nothing else can come in. So release that. And then sometimes I find the other aspect is you do the release and receive, and the release is the universe sort of telling you what is being released for you. Because sometimes things happen outside of our control. A lot of stuff does. And it can be situations and circumstances that we're not even aware of that are changing, that are actually in the background working to release what's going on for us. That's what I'm finding this week has been so far with the release and the receive for the readings, that it's letting you know about something that's coming up to be released for you. And then what the receive is. And the receive is always something you can either take it or not. It's usually some sort of offer opportunity. And it's up to you if you want it or not. So let's see the release and the receive for Leo. Yeah, these are one of my favorites. I love them. I just find them so contemplative. The Aries one really got me going this week. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Yeah. So Leo. Release and receive, Leo. Release and receive for Leo. So one fell out, and typically I would put it in the first spot, which is the release, and then the one that I'm going to draw will be your receive. I just sort of got the message that I'm supposed to still draw two. So there's supposed to be two cards that indicate your release for some reason. Oh. All right, let me pull more cards out. Now I'm going to, that was my Energy Oracle deck, and now I'm going to my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Now I get it. Okay, yep. I understand the message now. First I was thinking, oh, that's odd. Ah. I like doing it like this. Like, I'm finding, because you know I usually talk through the messages, and then by the end we have a discovery of what the reading is. It is. It's confirming what I thought it was. Okay. It's good for me to, I think, just to shuffle time. Because I'm looking at the cards that have come out. And at first, you know, you look at them for face value. I think that's what it is. Look at it for face value, then you, what is this going on here? This is unusual. But it's all coming in nice and strong and clear. Oh, is that the delivery guy? I can see this big window here. There's a truck coming. So by the time you watch this, my son will have already had his birthday, his 10th birthday. So I ordered from Party City a bunch of stuff to decorate the house. Like, what are you gonna do? I can't have a party, so I'm gonna try to make it as much fun as possible. And I ordered it a few days ago. So Tuesday, well, you're seeing this on Wednesday, right? Yeah. It's Friday when I'm recording. No, what is it? It's Saturday. I can't even keep track of the days anymore. I really can't, because nobody goes to school or work anymore. It's just like, I don't know. It always feels like Saturday. But today it felt like Friday for some reason. So yeah, they're supposed to be delivering the party supplies finally. And I thought, if they don't get here by Monday, because I want to decorate the house while he's sleeping Monday night. So he wakes up and everything is decorated. And won't that be fun? So thinking, oh, I don't know. I might have to stick tarot cards all over the house to add some color. I don't think he would enjoy that. All right, so now I'm doing Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot. so funny. You have repeats here. All right, so before I show you the cards, I'm going to give you the gist of what this release and receive is. You are being asked to really release your intuitive abilities. You're really being asked to connect with it, like release it, open it up. And part of that is grounding yourself because you have the first chakra. I want to show you how this came out. So these are the two cards. This is the one that flew out of the deck when I was shuffling. This is your release. So I thought, oh, interesting release. And then this base chakra, this first chakra, which is really the grounded chakra. And this is, I like to me, I really get a lot of fire energy, which is funny because you're Leo. So I really associate this with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in that form of the area of the chakra. It's the desire, it's the passion, it's creative spark. It all kind of comes from that. So it sort of comes from that area, I guess, fire signs. But it's this grounded energy. Like to really get this chakra opening, grounding yourself is really, really important. Like earthing, walking in the grass, just connecting with nature, pulling yourself away from a lot of man-made distractions is the best way to ground that. So the release here is when this chakra comes out and this comes out. At first I thought, oh, like you're just giving up on your intuition. Like, what is this message about? And then it started pulling in. It's like, no, release it. Like, allow it to go. Release it. You're being given almost an energetic boost somehow from the universe that this intuition is going to be really strong for you. So release it, allow it to flow, trust in it. And grounding yourself is probably the key here to getting that to really flow. So then you got this card for the receive. So looking at it on face value, I thought, wow, like don't trust your intuition anymore. What are you, envious of people? Are you going to be envious of? No. People are going to be envious of you. So that's the energy. They're going to be kind of envious of you because you are tapping into something that you've really worked for, really been working towards, really been hoping and watching for. So now I'll show you the animal oracle cards that came out with it, which is the lizard. And so when this came out, and it came out before, no, after I started to connect with this message, what the release really meant. Because this lizard card is all about being very empathic, being very intuitive, even psychic, and it can often be a card that's coming out to tell you that, you know, it's time to take a break too. Almost release this break, like really release this energy. It's time to really tap in. Trust your intuition here because it's guiding you towards something that you've really been working towards. And then you got the bunny, the little rabbit with the envy card. Like people are going to be watching and observing you and being really intrigued by what you're creating or what you're accomplishing or what you're achieving, what you're claiming, what you're getting here. And also though, I feel like with the rabbit is as well, it's you. It's something you've been waiting and watching and hoping for. And it's coming in. So you got to trust your intuition. You're receiving what you've been waiting for, and it might create envy. That happens, right? It does. Like when you're at the top, if you think about little kids playing on a big mountain of snow, you know, they always want to get onto the top. And then when they get there, everyone at the bottom, what are they? They're envious. I want to be at the top. I want to get that. That's the best spot to be. So you're kind of ending up in the best spot to be. Maybe people who are envious towards you, or you were in the same cycle energy that they were, and somehow you've risen above. You're standing on the top of the mound, and they don't know how to get there. They have no idea how you got up there. So there's some envy. So be prepared to receive that. Protect yourself, wear your crystals, and you know. So the release. Interesting. This is interesting. The King of, well, the Father of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and then the World card. Oh yeah. See, his antlers are really lit up here, all lit up in color. Releasing all this intuition, all this grounded energy. This is like the King of Pentacles. All this grounded energy is being released. And look at how it just sparks from almost like an Ace of Pentacles that sits here, fueling this. Your intuition is fueling a new grounded beginning. And coming from like the Father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, it's like you're upping. You're upping already, being very stable. It's like you're upping your stability by releasing this intuition, this creativity, just knowing and following that guidance. And then the Knight of Wands with the World card, it feels like you've been really climbing up this, you know, coming from a deeper, from a darker area, which is what I get with this envy. Like people around you, you were in a certain vibrational energy, and it attracted certain relationships and situations towards you. And you were in that, you lived it. And then something's happened and you've started to come up. You're doing like an ascension. You're doing like another level of self-awareness, another level of like working on yourself. So you've come up, but you're really coming up. And I feel like as you're coming up, you're about to claim things that energy level produces on a manifestation level, which is higher than what anyone down here can get. Because your manifestation is only going to be as good as the energy that you are. If your energy is really crappy, your manifestation is not that great. So you're up here. People are like, wow. And that's what, like, you've climbed it. You've actually done the work. You haven't taken a shortcut. And maybe to other people, it's going to look like you've taken a shortcut to this new beginning with the World card. It's being released. This new beginning is being released. Energetically, it's all being released. Whether everything that you're sort of manifesting is coming toward, I don't think it's quite here, but it's here. It's almost like the portal is open. Now you just got to stay on the path and let it come to you. That's really what you have to do. You're releasing this. You're releasing this struggle. Isn't that nice? This is the worst struggle, the Nine of Wands. And going right into, it's been released. It's released. The universe is releasing this new beginning for you. Massive new cycle that you're going into. And it's a new cycle that you're coming into at this level. You know, when you're leaving a lot of people behind who are at this level. Oh, you guys had a reading a week or two ago about not feeling guilty, I think, right? About sort of leveling up in life. And some people kind of getting left behind. Not to feel guilty about that. Oh, that's so interesting. It's coming through like again now. I think that was a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Because it's it. Like, don't feel guilty because they're kind of envious. They have to deal with that. That's their own energy. They have to deal with it. It really, and it's the only healthy way for them to get through it. We've all been through those periods of, you know, we're envy of this, we're envy of that. And envy is a heavy negative word. I want to say, and it's sort of depicted as that, right? Like it's this person who feels like they're in loss and they're in mourning, they're all dark and gray. It's like a wicked witch kind of energy, isn't it? Or the cranky old stepmother or something energy. Like it's not nice. But I think envy, that's the one thing I hate about language. I find that there's ideas and thoughts and visions in your mind, but you're so limited to language. And English feels very limited to me. I don't know if other lives I lived and spoke other languages, and English is just like very limiting, it feels like. Envy is just like, it just feels like this, like people wish bad for you. Sometimes I feel like that's what's associated with envy, and I don't feel that. I feel that they just like, how did you do that? I wish I could do that. And to them, it seems like somehow you took a shortcut to get to this success. But you didn't. And anyone too, right? Anyone who thinks you've taken somehow, wow, you just got successful, or that just happened for you. Or, you know, if there's someone who's a new pop star or whatever, and they go, wow, that just fell in your lap. But nobody realizes that person would stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like writing songs or music And then like just they're actively always working on it, and you're doing that, so you're up. So with the cards, the tarot for the receive is quite interesting. Why? Because I haven't showed you the underline. The Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and is it the Sun? Yes, the Sun of Cups here. Keep that in mind. So the Eight of Pentacles is something that you work on, that you're working towards. Three of Pentacles is collaborating. It's so funny. I'm just looking at the and then the Sun of Cups is a little bit that combination of Knight of Cups and Page of Cups. It's a very gentle, sort of restrained movement towards feelings and emotions. Whereas the Knight of Cups is just like, you know, full on, very romantic gestures. This is like very held back a little bit. Now, why I think this is so fascinating, the cards that came out here for your receive, let's look at the underline. So the underlying for the first deck that I used is the community card. And this card to me is just like the Three of Pentacles, because there's it's like the Three of Pentacles card in the typical tarot. There's usually like one person working on a sculpture or something and two people standing with a scroll, and you know, they're working together, they're sharing ideas, they're creating something. And this, I get that energy from this card. And what is one of the cards you got for your receive? It's the Three of Pentacles. Working, like this is something that you do in your community. And then I laugh again because remember you got received the Eight of Pentacles, and it's depicted in this tarot deck as a spider in a web, and it's all about the work that you do, what you put your work into. And then the bottom of the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck is a spider. And it is like the Eight of Pentacles to me in the tarot. So that's two repeats. So then you had the Sun of Cups in the receive. So for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot deck, your underline is the Sun of Wands. So you have passion and emotion here. It's literally every card that you had as a receive from the tarot is exactly or very close to every underlying card. It is everything. It's like, so to me, so why that's so significant? I view the underlying cards as the real reason behind the reading. There's something here that you've been working on, and it might be community based. There might be someone that you're connecting with in your community or in your workspace, or you were. And the Sun of Wands is sort of that initial like spark and interest, like, oh, this feels really dynamic and exciting. Like that's what's fueling the whole reading. You're receiving your underlying energy. You're receiving like what you want. This is amazing. It's really pretty cool. So what do you want? I don't know. Everybody's going to be a little different here, but it's something that you really want. And it's an energy that you've worked on, you've been working with it, you've been collaborating, and it gives you feeling and emotion at this point. I want to say in the past, it might have been something that drove you more on, well, you know, we do have this base chakra here. It might have been something that you were more about your passion and your desires, even the lust, like even lust energy, where this is a bit, been replaced a little bit with intuition, with emotions and feelings. It's still very creative, because the spider web is creative. It's just fascinating. It's fascinating, amazing work that's done here. And that's kind of what you've done for yourself too. Fascinating, amazing work. All right, so let me clarify, like, it's just a great reading. Let's see a little bit more, like you're being asked to really release your intuition, like just open it up. Look at the split. Look at, like I'm talking about really releasing your intuition, and the split you get is the High Priestess and the Hierophant card. Ooh, I kind of look at these two as counterparts. If I'm trying to do counterpart energy, like the Emperor and the Empress, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. our counterpart energies. But it's having that, it's opening up your intuition and hitting like a higher spiritual calling, connection. The goddess of the moon. The goddess of the moon for Leo. We have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. Oh yeah, release it. This is really mind-based energy. It's so interesting for this to come out in a reading for Leo. Like this is almost like very Piscean energy. Pisces, it's like a combination of Pisces and Aquarius energy. Because the goddess of the moon is very Pisces for me. Even a little scorpionic. It's very watery. And the Queen of Swords is, you know, I really get a lot of Gemini and Aquarius out of that. You know, really holding strong to what it is that you want in your belief system and living by it. And if things aren't fitting that belief system, you cut it out or you move yourself away from it. And you find victory here. There's victory here and truth, living your truth with this, opening up your intuition. The first chakra, this is a release. I feel like the first chakra is to get grounded, to open up that chakra. Perhaps it's feeling a little stifled. Like the creative process feels a little stifled. There's a lot less stimulation that we have in interaction right now with other people that can help to feed that. The first chakra, this release. So grounding it, but that allows all the other chakras to open up. If that one is blocked, it's very difficult for all the other energy centers in your body and the chakras, yeah, you need to release it. To light up and be in their full energy, in their full energetic power. So you've got to get that base chakra open. It's almost like everything else will open up. The Eight of Wands. There's really some movement coming here. There's a release. This feels like a release of something that's pent up inside you and is about to be released. It's not like that this is some sort of, this is a psychological release and you need to release this, this is, I guess, belief system that you've created in your mind or anything like that. This is releasing a potential in you. This is releasing turning a potential into an actuality. There's something here, yeah, to do. This Nine of Wands has been rough. Oh, but look what you're gaining through releasing this. Yeah, you've been on your way learning through it, and then you get the Six of Pentacles. Balance here. There's going to be balance. If it's been hard to understand, trust your intuition here. If it's been hard to understand with this Page of Swords, is to trust your intuition because this is bringing you balance, equality. The World is ushering in, it's ending a cycle and ushering in a new cycle. Ooh. The World, we have the Devil card, the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This is exactly, you're releasing yourself from being, like, from feeling trapped, imprisoned. Your belief system here is going to change when you trust your intuition. You've wanted to move out. With the Two of Wands, you've wanted to make these choices and move forward. And it's actually interesting that the King and Queen of Swords are both in this section of the release. Release that mind energy. Believe in it. Believe in your intuition here because it's going to bring you a new beginning. And what is this Son of Wands hold? Like, it looks like an ace, right? It looks like an ace that he's holding. All right, so envy. This definitely feels like you're going to, this is some of the feelings, you may notice this around people. Don't let it ruffle your feathers too much. But come on, Leo, you guys, I don't know. If I was going to pick a sign in the Zodiac that could probably handle envy better than any sign, be Leo. Because you're the one that wants to sit on the top of the hill. Yeah, you're like, I got this. I've claimed this territory. This is mine. Yeah, you see this? You can't have this. Like this, that's Leo, right? So, envy. Who do you have to watch here with some of this envy? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, the Justice card and the Ace of Pentacles. Justice is Libra. Oh yeah, so what do we have here so far? We have officially Capricorn and Libra. Capricorn and Libra have come out officially, but I don't focus on that too much. This Justice card with the Ace of Pentacles, and that's interesting. This tells me that something was resolved so that a new beginning could start, and a tangible, realistic new beginning. Oh, she's holding a whole bunch of gems or pearls in there too. You might have closed something, you've closed something off with at least one person or many people in your life because you've hit a higher vibrational energy. You're more aware, you're more in tune with your deeper self in the universe. And there's so who's envious? Anyone that you want to say that you've been dealing with or are dealing with on any legal matters that may have something to do with possessions, with the Ace of Pentacles and new beginnings and starting new beginnings. Anyone in your life where, so that's interesting. I almost want to say friendships too, where it always felt very balanced because you were here, you were sitting here vibrationally with them, and then you went up here, and that balance has changed. So any changes in balance between you and other people. But having this Justice card with the Ace of Pentacles, it really makes me feel like anyone that you may have been dealing with in legal matters in regards to property, three-dimensional things. Perhaps people that you were, even if you were trying to negotiate to purchase a car, or if you were up in line for a promotion at work with some other people and you got the promotion and they didn't. I see, it's something real in your life here with that pentacle. So that's where this envy will or may come from. But it's, what are you gonna do? They have to work on themselves. So they have to realize too, everything comes to you in your due time. The little rabbit, I am curious about the rabbit. It feels kind of like you've been, it's a very innocent energy. It's not, oh wow. Yeah, it is a very innocent energy. Because it's not this envy. The little rabbit is always just trying to look after itself and look after its little family and, make sure the hawk isn't coming in. Maybe this envy feels a bit like the hawk. So you're watching it or you're aware of it. That's too, your intuition. Sorry, my chair. My chair's up higher because the table is big, but my feet don't touch the ground now. That's why it feels funny, sorry. So yeah, the rabbit, it is this innocent energy, but it's not naive. I don't feel like it's naive. It's just innocent. It's just pure and real, and this is it. This is who I am. And the clarifiers are the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You're really moving up into an energy. Oh, yeah, right? Yeah. The King of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Because the Ten of Pentacles is kind of like, you've got it all. You got the big house in the suburbs. You got the nice car. You got the good job. You got the great spouse. You got the wonderful kids. You got, I always watch Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Pat, I'm married to my lovely husband and my beautiful child. Everybody's so freaking perfect. No, they're not. Come on. Why don't people just be real and say, yeah, I married my husband for 25 years. He drives me crazy, but we put up, we just love to have a little honesty sometimes on the shows. So sometimes the Ten of Pentacles can represent, it's just a facade. Yeah, it looks great, but is it really? It's just a facade. It looks great, but is it really? Oh yeah, look at you. You've got, and people may have had this envy too towards you, thinking you had it all. But with the King of Cups, I feel like, well, this is where you're going. This is what you're receiving. You're receiving the Ten of Pentacles. You're receiving that facade, but it's actually created on a foundation of emotion and feeling and depth here. It's not just fake. It's not just, keeping up with the Joneses, I want to say. You see people doing that all the time with their landscaping, and I have to, now they've done theirs, so they're going to do theirs. And they're like, why are you doing that? What a waste of money. Does it really? And then they try to copy the other one. Such a rat race with that. So I feel like emotion and feeling here. Yeah, emotion and feeling here. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. You're receiving. Let's get that. Because this can be taken so many different ways. The Eight of Pentacles came up so much last week for people in work. Obviously, right? Like there's a lot of changes going around. That was weird. So let's see. Because this is very positive energy with the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look. Like, if we get a little history here on this Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, walking away, kicked out, whatever it was. The Four of Pentacles not moving, and like nothing's happening, not doing anything, just trying to hold tight. And then the Seven of Pentacles, though, is about, you know, reevaluating, trying to figure out how to do this in a better way. That's kind of what's going on in the world right now. How do we do this in a better way? It wasn't working. We need to fix this. Or, you know, how the world has changed. Well, we can't do how we were doing it before. We need to change it because the world has changed. So what are we going to do? So it's that adjustment, and then hitting the Seven of Pentacles is great because the next one is the Eight of Pentacles, which is the work and the collaboration here with the Three of Pentacles. I just want to clarify what's the Son of Cups and the Son of Wands. They're both looking in the same direction. So whatever it was that you wanted to move towards, or that you were desiring or trying to manifest, is the same thing. But your energy, remember, because this is the reason for the reading to me, one of the underlines is a lot of desire, passion. It might have been very lustful. I want to say too with a snake, very lustful, very tempting. And then the Son of Cups is very calm and gentle and loving and emotional. So it's still in the same direction, but you've sort of changed what was laying on the ground here. I'm going to just show it to you because it was separated from the deck. The Tower moment in the Moon card, which is like the goddess of the moon, which is part of your releasing this energy, right? This is a Tower moment about releasing this energy. It's going to give you some sort of clarity. It's giving you clarity that you can have both these energies. You can have passion and desire and love and emotion. But let's see if anything else shuffles out between the Son of Cups and the Son of Wands. Look at you coming into your reading, the King of Wands. It is. It's what you want. It's what you desire and hope for. There it is. Trust your intuition, Leo. The bottom is the Five of Swords. I feel like that there's things that you need to walk away from, or that you have. It feels a lot more like you have. And some of that energy is envious. It's going to be envious. This is a release and a receive, so it could be the energy that you're walking into here. So just a final message for Leo. Any guidance moving forward out of this? What should you do today? What should you... Look at you. Guidance from the universe, Leo. Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So a new beginning, a new start, working on something that makes you feel very youthful, young, and excited. It's a new beginning. And again, I have that mimicked here with who's going to be envious. Anyone that you've been, there's that new beginning, right? There's some sort of new beginning that you've worked through, that you've got justice. You've been able to achieve that. You're going to learn how to balance your life, balance the different aspects of your life and different things coming in. It feels like this opens opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities that come in with this Two of Pentacles, and then it gets us into the Ten of Cups, which is happiness and fulfillment, right? If you can mix the Ten of Cups with your Ten of Pentacles, then you really have it. That's not a facade. That's real. It's for sure. That's absolute. Nope. And what's at the bottom? King of Pentacles, baby. Set yourself up. You got it. You own it. It's all yours. That's good. That's really good. You just need to trust your intuition. Just open it up. Allow it to, just release it. Do a little meditation. Just close your eyes and just What are you being told? What should you do? Just listen to yourself just for a little minute. That's it. All right. Thanks, Leo. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.